What is up, everybody? Chewy89 coming at you today. We got another Marvel Crisis Protocol video, and this time we're talking about the upcoming as they're calling it, grunts, the minions that are coming along with the Nick Fury Agent of Shield and the Daredevil Shadowlands pack along with Elektra. This is really cool. So they're going in with this article here and talking about the system, and this is kind of working as expected from what I've read here. And we'll talk about this for a little bit. If you guys can't do me a favor, comment, like, dislike the video down below, subscribe to the channel, help your boy out. Make this channel a little bit better. Subscribe. I will have more MCP content. Like I said, I do other stuff too. I review One Piece if you're interested in that. And I do, I'm going to start dabbling in other things as well. Like my next video is going to be talking about legacy virus. There's a decent amount of, there's some stuff I want to talk about that extract, and I want to get it out there. And I want to help players out there too with some strategies if they're having some issues with that extract, or just give them some advice, right? We'll see. That'll be the next video. It's gonna take me some time to work on that and come up with some stuff for that video. But anyways, let's get into this. Let's talk about this. First of all, we finally get to see what Daredevil looks like. We did a week ago, right? But it was all cut out, whatever. Not cut out, but you know what I mean. No, whatever color here or anything like that. The minions look really cool. I actually like the ninja minions for the Daredevil pack, like the Nick Fury, the agents. I wasn't really too fond of that one. I do like the ninjas here and how they look here. Like they're like all like about to jump out at you or whatever the case may be. They look really cool. They look like it's gonna be a pain in the butt to put this together, honestly. But whatever. I mean, they look pretty cool. I like them more than the agents. That's just my opinion. I think I'll end up buying this pack over the Nick Fury pack, to be honest with you. Elektra looks cool. I love the way Elektra looks. She's like, and like she's on like some brick there or whatever, and like about to do a flying kick to you or something like that. I'm wondering if this is gonna be a dual. Like, I wonder if this is gonna be like double leadership here, like 2 leaders in the like the hand affiliation or whatever. And I don't know who's gonna make up the hand for the rest of the affiliation. Maybe they can throw on like Fisk or something. Who knows? I'll have to go into the lore of the hand and who joined the hand at whatever point in time in the Marvel universe. To see what makes up that affiliation. I mean, the Shield is pretty self-explanatory. It's like Hawkeye, Black Widow, whatever. But the hand is pretty tricky. Right, so that's pretty cool. So you got Daredevil, Elektra, and you have the minions. Now, so how this is gonna work? These are gonna be called grunts. Okay, from what we're understanding here. So in this article, they talk about how they're gonna work. So this is how it's gonna go. They're tied to the parent character, which I thought they were going to be. They're tied to Daredevil and they're tied to Nick Fury. So that means you cannot take the grunts outside of the parent character. So you can't go and grab the grunt and like put him in an Avengers roster or something like that. You can't do anything like that. It's tied to Daredevil. So if you take Daredevil, this Daredevil, in any affiliation, you get the grunt, and you get to use it however you want to at that point. So that's really cool. I like that. I like that it's not some weird little thing that you could do there. So how they can come into the game right now is like it's either superpower or actually, let's get into this for a second here. So I'm trying to remember off the top of my head how this works, but it's better off just reading this. Another interesting thing is these characters do not get dazed. If you do the damage to the characters, they are immediately KO'd, so they're removed from the field. So from there, you can, once they're removed, you can do whatever you can to get them back onto the pitch or back onto the field or whatever, to do whatever you need them to do, which is pretty cool. They talk about that here. So basically they can, how these grunts are going to work is that, they can take the fall for the heroes. I'm thinking like some kind of like, they take the damage, or like a bodyguard, or you can do like a reactive superpower where you could summon the ninjas or whatever, and they will take the damage instead of Daredevil, and that way they could save him or whatever. And I'm thinking the same thing for Nick Fury too, because they talk about that here as well. The grunts can go out and maybe deal damage or take damage themselves and like save you and help you out your parent character, which is really, really cool. Another interesting thing here is that they talk about it here. So the parent characters will have superpowers and special abilities to call them in. So there you go. So there's going to be superpowers or special abilities or whatever to bring in the grunts. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a tactic card or something that allows them along with superpower. so that's really really cool. That's really interesting. I like the way that works. So what's cool about that is that you can go and take like a Nick Fury in like an let's say if you're not playing the Agents of Shield affiliation, you're playing something else. You're in X-Men or whatever. You can play Nick Fury and you can go ahead and put out like you can play with the minions and put them out. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. It's a superpower, not like a leadership thing. Like that would have been just whack. Like, oh, your leadership is to summon the minion. Like that's whack. I'm glad they didn't do that. What it's tied to is to the parent character and how they summon them with the superpowers and all that. From what we know so far. So that's what they talk about here. So another interesting thing here is that they cannot gain or have power. So the grunts cannot gain or have any power. And they cannot play or be chosen by allied team tactics cards. Now, why that's really good and why that's interesting, what I was concerned with was that once these grunts would come in, like it could be a situation like a card like field dressing, for example. You know, your minion gains like 4 power, and then like the minion is able to spend the power to use field dressing rather than another character, you know, on the pitch, because you know that was one of my concerns. They can play like med pack, they can play like patch up, like any of the really really good cards. Like they can just, I mean, you're basically saving power at that point for something that's not even a part of your team yet. Like you're summoning this later in the game. Like they shouldn't be allowed to do anything like that. Like that was one of my concerns, is that they can use team tactics cards like that. But we find out here they cannot gain power or have power and cannot be chosen, cannot play or be chosen by allied team tactics cards. Okay, so wait a minute. Oh, let me read that again. They cannot. Well, if they can't gain or have power, they can't use field dressing and all that stuff anyway. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that is correct. So so that's really cool. So now we get into how they activate. So right now, what the grunts can do is activate together with their parent character. So it's basically going to be like a husband and wife kind of thing, where you bring out the minions, and then you both at the same time have your activations. I think that's how it's going to go. So when a parent character is chosen to activate, if they have a grunt character in play, the grunts take their activation immediately as a part of the parent activation. So you just activate them together. So when Nick Fury activates, okay, now the grunt goes ahead and does its thing, and then Nick Fury can go ahead and do his thing. Same thing with Daredevil. That's really interesting. So the mindset that they're having here with these minions is like they want them to set things up for the leader, for the character, for Nick Fury, for Daredevil, and they want them to protect and like do something to help out the leadership character. You know, maybe take some damage away from Nick Fury, or maybe land a couple of hit points of damage, or you know, take an objective, something, right? Because what they don't talk about in here is before I let me not let's keep going with this. They think they do talk about objectives. So I'm not sure yet. I don't remember this. So that's really cool. So basically, yeah, the minion just sets whatever up, and then the parent character takes care of the rest, basically, which is really nice. So they talk about here, they're not here to swarm the battlefield. Only specific characters have a reputation for leading grunts. So yeah, nobody else can take grunts. It's only right now Nick Fury and Daredevil, which is really cool. And a grunt, and you can only have one grunt character in play at a time. You cannot have more than one grunt in play at a time. That's really awesome. So the focus of the grunt character is to always support the parent character, and that's it. Harassing enemies and just be backups on the tape, and just be backups on a tabletop, which is really really cool. So I'm thinking sometime next week we're gonna see, I think next Tuesday and Thursday, we're probably gonna get like card reveals for like Daredevil and Nick Fury. I'm sad that this is probably gonna be a better Daredevil than what we have now, but whatever, it's fine. I'm curious to see if Elektra will have a leadership along with Daredevil. Maybe they have 2 different leaderships. I'm hoping so. Agents of Shield will be really interesting. I can't wait to see what Nick Fury does. I hope his leadership is more tactful. You know, along with the grunts and all that stuff. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see what these characters do, really. Daredevil looks really cool. Elektra with the ninjas look really cool. When it comes to Nick Fury and I'm okay with it. I don't think it's the greatest ever. Like Nick Fury looks all right. The grunts here, just I don't get it. Like I'm not a fan, right? So that's it for me, guys. That's it. I was surprised they were talking about this today. It's Tuesday. I mean, I can't wait to see the cards for both of these characters and the tactics cards for each of these characters too, because Nick Fury's box comes with 10. That's a lot. And then Daredevil comes with I think like 4 or 5, which you know that's significant. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day. If you guys can, like I said, do me a favor, like, dislike the video, comment, subscribe down below. I will have more MCP content. I need to get back to streaming at some point. My stream is down, will be in the description down below. Follow my streaming. I will be playing TTS, you know, a couple times a week, and I'll just randomly challenge people. And you know, you can just join and just have a good time with me and learn about the game. I will be doing a video talking about Legacy Virus. I just keep that extract just keeps on, like, I just keep thinking about that extract all the time, you know, and just coming up with stuff. And maybe I can help other people out with, maybe they can help me out, right? Can grab my thoughts and then make it better. Or, you know, they don't know anything about certain strategies or whatever. I'm going to put that out there and hopefully helps players out. We'll see what happens. Have a wonderful, blessed day, guys. Take care. Keep playing MCP, and I'll see you next time.